Hi, I'm Haley. Join my husband Rio and I on our honeymoon. We decided to skip the leisurely time on the beach and go on a magical road trip through the Scottish Highlands. Let's go to Scotland. Our little car. On day one of our road trip, we flew into Glasgow and we headed directly to Loch Lomond to make the most of our first day, since the drive was only about an hour. Visitor coach
in 200 meters. Turn left.
They bring buses in here? Driving here is legitimately Mario Kart. Yeah, we're closed.
They didn't pay their rent.
Yeah. Garage is boarded up.
It has really pretty grounds though. There's definitely some sort of palace over there. Castle. These are crazy. They're so big. This is a sequoia tree. Over here. Don't step in whatever that is. Yeah. This is huge. We're going 90 miles an hour in a painful way.
It might be.
After a few stops, we headed to Connacht Hill, which is a beautiful hiking spot with views of the loch. And there was also a lovely cafe by the parking lot, so we were able to get a little pick-me-up, which is exactly what we needed. We had to check into our Airbnb by a certain time, so we were not able to hike all the way to the top, but we highly recommend this as a stop if you're in the area. We stayed on a beautiful historic estate on the Roseneath Peninsula that actually has connections to Princess Louise. At this point, we were awake for far too many hours, so we showered and went to bed. It was like 7 p.m., but we woke up the next morning feeling so refreshed and ready for the day. I like that the church and the cemetery is right there. We'll end up in Edinburgh by the end of the day. So yeah, I think we're going to stop at Stirling Castle and Mid-Hope Castle.
That's like the big one,
Yeah.
Stirling, yeah. It's like the castle of Scotland, yeah.
Yes, yeah. And I think we're going to stop in Luss.
Oh gosh, that's lovely.
Yeah, it looks
That's
so
so
charming.
nice. And so your trip?
Thank you. Oh my gosh, this door is huge. Bye. It's a huge door. She recommended that we drive around the peninsula, so before we headed to our day of exploring castles, we made sure to explore this beautiful peninsula with beautiful estates and beautiful views.
I want to fit in that driveway.
Oh, look at their
You're like literally made for a horse.
driveway.
Look how tight it is.
Oh my god, we're house snooping in Scotland. Our favorite thing.
Are you happy?
Yeah. We're exploring as our first stop a little town called Luss, and it looks to be a really charming little village on the shores of Loch Lomond. And then we will be going to Mid-Hope Castle, Stirling Castle, and we have another castle on the list, but I'm so excited to explore. The general store in Luss has so many amazing souvenirs and Scottish items. We also found a really cool shop by the main parking lot that also had some grocery items and just some really unique Scottish items where we were able to find some treasures to take home with us. Loch Lomond.
Largest freshwater lake in mainland Britain.
Oh, look at this is a beautiful colored tartan. I love that. The lowdown on Luss. We spent about an hour walking around the village because it was so small and there was just so many charming things to see. Years.
Looking at the stained glass, there's a book in it.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder if we can go in this little church. We love to visit old churches and cemeteries when visiting somewhere new. It feels like such a great way to honor the community that you're visiting and just bring awareness to those who have built this community and honor the history of this place that you're visiting. After a little bit of exploring, we decided that we were ready for breakfast, so we stopped at a local spot that ended up being absolutely delicious. We had haggis and more haggis and some caffeine, of course. So let me see that. That's 1 o'clock.
Hey, you see this?
Following Luss, we headed over to Doon Castle as we're making our way slowly but surely to Edinburgh. And if you aren't familiar, this castle was actually Castle Leoch in Outlander. We didn't stay too long because next stop was Stirling Castle, and we actually spent a couple of hours here. There's so much to do and so much to look at. It was so much fun. We even started to get some proper Scottish rain, so I got to put on my raincoat.
tapestry exhibition. We should probably check that out. We
OMG.
should probably do that
This
now.
is, oh, that's down
We
here.
still got lots of stuff.
Tapestries everywhere. Yeah, I see this one recreated a lot. I want it. Our next stop was Mid-Hope Castle, which, if you're an Outlander fan, you know this is Lallybroch. This is home. Oh my god, God, it's prettier than I thought. Oh my gosh. They have hay. Hey. This was extra special because last time we were in Scotland, Mid-Hope Castle was closed. They were actively filming here and they actually chased us away. They would not let you near the grounds, so this was such a treat.
So, didn't Jamie kill that guy here?
There's scenes that you haven't seen yet that I think also happens down here. There's people that you haven't met yet that things happen down here. Little ruin. Oh, so cute.
Oh, under the bridge.
Oh. We finally made our way to Edinburgh, where we had a delicious meal at Salisbury Arms and then called it a night for a long day of exploring Edinburgh in the morning. This looks so delightful. A steak pie and your haggis nips and tatties. Good morning. It is day 3. We're starting our day at Lauriston Castle in Edinburgh. We're actually starting off with a photo shoot. Check out Scotland Magic on Instagram. We highly recommend. We did a photo shoot to celebrate our honeymoon, and then we explored the grounds of this beautiful little castle. I really couldn't have asked for a more magical morning, and then we headed into city center where we are headed to afternoon tea with the Department of Magic.
How the fuck did they build that wall? And not fall off a cliff and die? See, this
She's
is what,
a stunner.
that's kind of what I picture
Basgaya?
best guy.
Yeah. Some dragons rolling up on the side of the rocks and then they crumble down.
At least the rider quadrant.
Yeah.
Because the other quadrants are more normal, but
You cross the parapet to this area?
first you have to climb the spiral tower up to the parapet.
Yeah.
So like we'd get up the tower and then parapet over onto it.
Yeah, exactly. It feels wrong. It's not like gloomy. Nothing really prepares you for the magic of walking down the Royal Mile. Now, I do think there are more true Scottish experiences you can have, but this also is just unlike any other. It's so much fun. We made it to afternoon tea and it was as magical as we had hoped. We did have to book this ahead of time. They only take reservations, so just keep that in mind if you're headed there.
I gotta do a whole thing.
Here for your magic potion, we'll see what color.
Said vigorously.
That is quite vigorous.
Love is in the air. Who is this person who has caught your attention?
Yeah. He's a good boy.
He's still a good boy.
Way a good boy.
There's a T-Rex.
That's insane that they were real.
Oh, so they say. What the heck? That's crazy. There's a center now.
Oh, look at this dress. That is such a vibe. You gotta go to the Palace of Versailles. Oh, I could get a little drink.
Aperol spritz.
Oh, I might do that.
That's
Let me
just
just.
one of your classic, park bars.
I love it. Oh. This one's half new.
Our goal for our time in Edinburgh was to catch all the things that we didn't see the first time around. So yes, we're missing some things, but it was so special to see some of these things that were on the list that just didn't happen the first time. And we walked everywhere. By the end of the day, our feet were so sore, and we put over 20,000 miles or 20,000 steps for the day. This was definitely our biggest walking day. I also really wanted to try the witchery, and Rio graciously came with, and the vibes were immaculate. The meal was pretty good, but we both did leave feeling like we definitely could have had a little more food. Day 4, we are headed to St. Andrews, the home of golf. Our first stop was in Falkland, which this fountain was an Outlander. It is the spot where the mysterious Highlander looks up at Claire through her window. And ironically, we were also supposed to visit Culross, where there was a lot of other Outlander scenes filmed. But for some reason, I just completely forgot, and we drove right past it. It looks happy. Yeah. Look at all the flowers. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh.
We got a dam.
Oh my god. Beautiful. There's something happening over there.
They all built their nests too close to each other.
Get away. We stopped in a very small historic fishing village called Crail, and there were these walls all around the city, and it's extremely old and has a lot of history to it. We did some wandering.
Finally on the ocean. And there's an island out there.
It's just a wall and a corner turret. That's it.
Oh, there's like a little map.
They got a sundial. The numbers are 1 hour. The 7th century sundial served sailors, fishermen, and townspeople for well over 200 years.
Jesus.
In its original position in Crail Harbor, it was removed from the harbor in 1883, repaired, rebuilt.
Had lunch in this really adorable spot that I found on TikTok. It is Crail Harbor Gallery and Tea Room. There is art. There is really fresh food, and it was just such a unique experience. We got to dine outside and had fresh seafood. What did you get? Herring?
Yep.
We officially made it to St. Andrews. So we got settled in our Airbnb.
We would want to look where he's looking. find out the next one.
I mean, we can get this.
Donut, a sugar donut, and a steak fry.
Panel chocolate. Got like a little Rice Krispie, a jam donut, and an apple Charlotte. Been in St. Andrews for the last 18 hours. We are exploring the old course today, which, if you don't know, St. Andrews is the home of golf. It is where golf has been invented. And as a golf girly, this is something I have been looking forward to the most. Rio and I have been exploring, and it is a university town, so there's a lot of really fun shops and restaurants and treats. And now I'm on the beach, which is absolutely beautiful. Rio went to move our car. We were running out of our parking. Once we're done roaming St. Andrews, we will be headed to the Glencoe region, so we do have a big car ride ahead of us, but this has been so refreshing. We stayed in the coolest little Airbnb community. They were like little mini houses set in the dunes on the water near St. Andrews. And the wee bathy.
It's the weest.
There's cows.
We need one of these at home.
Literally. I didn't know there was gonna be cows.
The gift shop's closed.
I live just right there with them.
Tree cover.
Or this cow. Yeah, I would live under those trees.
The trees would help with the rain.
Oh,
Since you're living outside.
I think this is heaven.
Oh, sweet thing. Sprinkling. Do we like those? I figure out how to get to that tower thing.
This is a cool view through the windows.
Yeah, it's insane. We headed back a little early because we booked a sauna with wild bathing. It was super close to where we were staying, so we were able to just walk there, and we had just a really relaxing, magical evening in a sauna and on the beach.
You want to take the easy path?
Yeah. For a second, I thought maybe that was the easy path. Where is it? There's so many dogs here. I feel like dogs are happier here.
These are the lucky dogs. The poor babies are not to live in London.
Literally. I get to be wild here.
We're in the Highlands. Today we headed to the Glencoe region, which is a day I was looking forward to so much. We did a hike to the Lost Valley. The views here are insane and is truly the most beautiful place I've ever been in my entire life. Ooh. We made it to the Lost Valley, and I wanted to share a little bit about what inspired us to do this hike. I read a book called The Highland Witch, and it tells a story about this valley, and it's so magical. I highly recommend this book to anyone, everyone, especially if you're drawn to Scotland. But this valley was said to hide cattle from another clan. We also made many friends along the way.
Ooh, this is a pretty view.
There's the hut.
Yeah.
They've weighed it with rocks.
That's cool.
So
This is cute. I want one.
holds your roof together.
We should build this for our house.
What?
This will be our next house.
Oh no.
For any James Bond fans, this is the Skyfall Road where many people go to get the iconic photo to recreate from James Bond.
Look at its woolly little legs. Oh my god! This is amazing.
It is day 8 and we are headed to the Isle of Mull. We are currently waiting for the ferry. I snuck off to find the bathroom, and then just like that we were boarding the ferry, and it took about an hour to get there, and it was just super easy, smooth sailing.
Try, but not me, not me. They said slow down, son, take your time, but I was born running every stop sign. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky.
We started off by exploring Duart Castle. It was not yet open when we arrived, but we were able to explore outside. And then we headed to a stone circle, and let me tell you guys, these roads on this isle are no joke. Why are they coming at me? The path to the stone circle is clearly marked, and you actually have to walk through someone's farm to get there, which was crazy. Sing me a song. Anything happen?
Not yet. So it says 6. Hello.
The beautiful blue sky. This may or may not be the best day of my life. We got to spend time on the beach with Highland cows. This is definitely a core memory for me, like an actual dream come true.
No chance to hold. Sky is the limit. I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit. I'm out of control. Sky is the limit. No chance to hold. Sky is the limit. I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit. I'm out of control tonight.
Tonight will be the night.
After exploring the remote parts of the island, we headed over to Tobermory, which is a beautiful, colorful town. We checked out the shops, we went to the old distillery, and even tried some local ice cream.
water anymore.
We stopped at Inverary Castle on our way back to Glasgow, and it was truly one of the most beautiful castles I've ever seen in my life. We stopped at a really cool place for lunch, but again, the roads to get there were rather questionable, but we did live, so I'm happy to report that. Upon arriving in Glasgow, we checked out the shopping. We went to Vive, we found some cool old police booths, and then we found a necropolis. Like, this was a really crazy experience, and we definitely spent a long time exploring. We also wandered around the University of Glasgow, which is like real life Harry Potter. I can't believe this place exists, and it kind of makes me want to re-enroll into college.
So dumb.
We had one of the best meals of our whole trip, and really just soaked in our last night in Scotland before we headed back home in the morning. Thank you so much for joining us on this magical honeymoon.